Hello my friends, Γεια σας, this is Matilda and welcome again to Tilda's Cookbook. Today I come with a bread recipe in Greek we call politelias, which means luxurious, and I've topped it with garlic and cheese to make it extra special if you want to prepare it for your Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve dinner table. It's so fluffy and delicious that all your guests are going to love. So let's get started. For this recipe I'm going to use 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a little more than half a cup of warm milk, 1.5 teaspoons of dry yeast, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, 1/3 cup of oil, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2.5 tablespoons of butter, 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, and 1.5 teaspoons of black sesame seeds. In a bowl, I put the warm milk, and the dry yeast, and I put only 1 tablespoon of the sugar. Give it a mix so that the sugar will get a bit dissolved. Cover it with a lid or saran wrap if you don't have a lid, and leave it in a warm place to get activated. After 15 minutes, it's nice and bubbly, so it's ready. I make a little hole in my flour, and I pour in the remaining of my sugar, the salt, and the olive oil. And then of course my mixture with the dry yeast, and I start kneading it. It needs at least 10 minutes of kneading, or until you feel it soft and smooth in your hands, and you'll know when it's ready. And of course you can do it in a stand mixer if you have one, which will go much faster. And see how soft it is? And as soon as my dough is ready, I sprinkle some olive oil on top of it and around the bowl to prevent it from getting dry and sticking to the edges. Then I cover my bowl with saran wrap and put it in a warm place until it doubles in size. It took an hour and a half for my dough to rise. My house is kind of cold, but it's risen nicely. It doubled in size. So I degass it by pressing it down, and I start kneading it for an extra 2 to 3 minutes. After the second kneading, it's nice and smooth again, and it's ready to be divided into equal parts. I actually divided it in 8 pieces that I'm gonna make into little balls. I form each roll by stretching its sides all around, tucking them underneath, and sticking them together until they form a little ball. I have greased a 26 cm Pyrex, and I put my little knots in. I leave a little space in between them because they're gonna go on a second rise, and at this time I put my oven to preheat at 180 degrees. Then I've melted my butter and pour in the garlic that I put through a garlic presser, and I mix it well so they get nicely incorporated, and then I start spreading it all over my bread knots. Then I sprinkle the Parmesan cheese on top of them, and the sesame seeds. And my bread knots are ready to stay aside and rest until they double in size again. After about 45 minutes, they've risen nicely and they're ready to go into the oven. They need to bake for approximately 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, my bread knots are ready. Look what a beautiful golden color they have. I take a spatula and detach the edges a little bit and let them cool down for a few minutes before I take them out of the tray. After they've cooled down a bit, we're gonna turn them around on our tray. Oh, how wonderful they look. And then the other way around. Ooh. Let's take one while they're hot. Oh my god. Oh, look, they look so fluffy. Look how tender and fluffy. They are like clouds of bread. So yummy. Look, see how fluffy they are. They are like cotton, really. Let me taste it. It's so delicious. Really. You cannot imagine how wonderful it is. It's tasty and aromatic, and it's really yummy. Make sure you make double the recipe, my friends, because everybody's gonna want to have a second piece. I wish you all the best for this holiday season. Happiness, health, and love into your families. Happy cooking and happy baking. Thank you for watching. If you like this recipe, don't forget to share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button to get notified on new uploads, and I hope to see you in another video. Until next time, happy baking και καλή σας όρεξη. Bye bye everyone!